Have you ever looked at someone you used to talk to every day and felt distance? Not anger, not betrayal, just space. The kind that quietly grows between two people who once shared everything. You scroll through old photos and think, how are we ever that close? And then the guilt creeps in. Shouldn't real friendships last forever? We're taught that if a friendship fades, someone must have failed. But what if outgrowing a friendship isn't disloyalty, but a natural sign of development? Friendships often start with proximity and similarity. Same school, same neighborhood, same life stage. Psychologists call this the mere exposure effect. The more we're around someone, the more we tend to like them. It's wiring, not magic. Shared experiences sync our nervous systems, heartbreaks, late-night talks, inside jokes. But when your environment changes, so do you. Think about who you were 5 years ago. Different goals, different fears, maybe even different values. Human beings aren't static. We constantly update, like software running in the background. Sometimes the version of you that built a friendship isn't the version of you today. Outgrowing a friendship usually begins subtly. Conversations feel repetitive. Hangouts leave you drained instead of energized. Your ambitions stretch in directions your old friend doesn't share. Misalignment creates friction. Neuroscience shows that as we mature, our prefrontal cortex, the part responsible for long-term planning, self-regulation, and decision-making, develops fully. That means boundaries sharpen, priorities shift, and tolerance for chaos often decreases. The friend you once bonded with over reckless fun might not fit when you crave stability. Neither of you is wrong. You're simply evolving on different timelines. Your self-concept changes too. This is the story you tell yourself about who you are. Early in life, that story is shaped heavily by the people around you. But as you gain independence, you begin editing it. You ask deeper questions. What do I really value? What kind of life feels meaningful? Not everyone who knew your old chapters will relate to the new ones. Friendships act like mirrors. When you change, the reflection changes too. Growth can look like rejection to someone who preferred your previous version. Guilt sneaks in. They were there for me. And they were for who you were then. Growth doesn't erase gratitude, it redefines the present. Friendships can feel like old jackets, once perfect, now restrictive. You can't move freely in them. Emotional bandwidth matters too. Careers, family, mental health, and personal goals compete for attention. You naturally invest more in relationships that align with your current self. Sometimes you outgrow friendships because you heal. If a bond was built on shared trauma, insecurity, or self-destructive habits, growth can shift the dynamic. Therapy, self-reflection, or personal growth may dissolve the old glue. It can feel lonely or liberating. Growth always feels unfamiliar at first, but it's a transition, not a failure. Grieving old connections doesn't mean you made the wrong choice. It means they mattered. Life moves in seasons. Trees don't cling to their leaves when autumn comes. Some friendships are lifelong, growing alongside you. Others are seasonal, teaching lessons like trust, resilience, or joy. Divergence is natural. When old bonds fade, space opens for people who match your present self, for authenticity and for calm. You don't have to shrink, perform, or edit yourself to belong. Growth isn't betrayal, it's alignment. Sometimes the bravest thing you can do isn't holding on, it's letting relationships transform naturally, without drama or self-judgment. Reflect on the friendships that shaped you, the ones you carried forward and the ones you gently released. What did each teach you about who you are becoming?